football fans, Brad Nessler here with my partners in crime, Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. No complaints about the weather tonight as we see nothing but stars in this contest between the Northwestern Wildcats and the Hurricanes of Miami. Both teams are looking to make a statement in this bowl game. A win here would carry a lot of momentum into the offseason. And here come the Hurricanes. If you compare these teams on paper, they really look to be pretty equal. Kirk, what do you think?
Miami has a guy at wide receiver that everybody's talking about, and for good reason. He's the strength of this offense, an offense that can really spread the ball around. Lee, watch for him to come up big in this one.
You know me, I decided my pick a couple of days ago. I'm picking the team.
Miami lines up to kick this one off, and we're just about set to get underway. And this one's away. Jones fields it at the 11. So now we'll get to see the offense come out of the field for their first drive of this game. Well, guys, most of the hype surrounding this game has revolved around this game-breaking tailback.
Oh, boy, wait till you see this kid.
This kid is a heck of a player, but he's going to go up against a great defense and even better linebacking core.
I think he'll run all over him, Kirk. Let's see how he does.
They line up at the 18. It's second down. Humphrey options out, stepping up. He unloads it. The ball is tipped. How about that play?
They tried to squeeze that one in there. Forget about it.
Third from their own 18-yard line.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
Northwestern lines up in a bunch formation. Humphrey drops to throw. He's looking. He might not be able to get the pass off. And he's taken down. The quarterback broke down the coverage on that one. First down.
When you drop back to pass and see zone, it's a matter of you and the receiver getting on the right page and finding the right window to put the ball through.
Hey, Kirk, that's probably what you did playing in the backyard, right? But you broke a lot of windows, I bet you.
First and 10. First down, 10 yards to go.
47-yard.
The Wildcats line up with 3 wide. Humphrey unloads. And it's incomplete. He just couldn't connect with a wide receiver there. Second down and 10 to go. Ball right around midfield. The Wildcats come out in the shotgun. It's a direct snap. Tackles it for a loss on the play. That was well defended by this defense.
Hey, that linebacker made a nice play. But what about all those big guys up in the defensive line? They're good too, boy.
Well, they created the play this time, Coach. The offensive line is so concerned with their penetrating abilities that these linebackers are able to roam free and make plays like that.
Northwestern lines up with 3 receivers. He goes downtown. It's deflected. Incomplete. Wheeler was the intended target, and that'll bring up a punting situation.
Fourth and 13.
They line up to punt this one away.
On the 44-yard line.
Morris is waiting for the snap. The defense jumped, but I think a lineman moved first.
All sides on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Still fourth down.
punt team is on the field looking to kick this one away. He punts this one high in the air. Calls for the fair catch. The defense did its job to open the game, and now it's the offense's turn. They'll go to work at the 20-yard line. Miami sets up in the eye. Sims hands it off. No, play fake.
They almost got to him that time.
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure was still enough to force a bad pass. If you can get in there and disrupt the pocket, then the quarterback is going to have a tougher time getting the ball to his playmakers.
Second down, 10 yards to go.
On the 20-yard line.
Miami lines up in a shotgun set. Lets it fly. It's complete. Sheds one tackler. The 50, at the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Miami! And that's his 10th touchdown reception of the year.
I can see why this quarterback likes to get him the ball so much. He just makes plays.
And he hasn't just made plays today. All season. His consistency is what makes him such a good player.
There's a flag down, and here's the call.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the try.
And they line up for the point after. And he hits the PAT. So with over 13 minutes remaining in the first quarter, the score, Miami 7, Northwestern 0. Miami lines up for the kickoff. Wheeler and Jones set to return. He sends it downfield. Wheeler takes it at the 4. I don't know if you guys saw this, but the coach gave his offense quite a speech before he sent them out there.
And let's not forget, they had some things clicking the last time out. He's probably just reminding them to finish the job this time.
They'll get the ball here at the 24-yard line.
First and 10.
Northwestern lines up with 3 receivers. Wilson gets the carry. A little juke. Greenway with a takedown at the 28. Wilson gains about 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up second down. From their own 28-yard line. Second down. The Canes line up with 6 defensive backs. It's a direct snap. Greenway with the tackle at the 35. And a nice run by the tailback.
Not a lot of razzle-dazzle here, but it gets the job done and picks up the first down.
First down.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
The Wildcats set up in the gun. Humphrey on the option. And he's tackled at the 48. And that one goes for a big, big first down.
You know, every time you run the ball successfully like that, that defense starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go to the air, my friend. Over the top.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line. They line up in the shotgun. Humphrey back to throw. Throws it out there. And got him! And he's all the way down to the 25. And that catch right there just pushed him over 1,000 yards.
Well, this is a great accomplishment for anyone. 1,000 yards receiving is pretty special.
Northwestern lines up in a shotgun set. They brought him down for the sack at the 31. Second and long. Ball on the 31-yard line. The Hurricanes bring in their dime package. Humphrey running the option. He spins around. They bring the quarterback down. Third down. Ball on the 34-yard line. Humphrey comes to the line with 3 wide. Looks. He's looking for his man. He snags it. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. The wideout made a good-looking grab there.
You're right, and the quarterback threw it as soon as he saw he had that extra step.
It's 4th down, and the kicker's on to try this one from 39. He gets it up, and it is good. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Northwestern gets set to kick this one away. Decent kick. Peterson fields it at the 3. Guys, their last possession, they really had good success passing the ball.
Hey, if you ask me, I'd air it out some more.
Lee, I agree. Make them show you that they can stop it before you change things up.
The offense will start at the 25. Miami comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Brought him down for the sack at the 20. They line up at the 20. Second down.
20-yard line.
The Wildcats line up with 6 defensive backs. Throws down the middle, and he's got him on the run. And now the ball is loose. And the defense is on it. The linebacker made a heads-up play to recover that fumble.
Boy, I'll say he did. He knew right where to be.
Looks like someone went a little too far with the celebration.
Personal foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct. 15-yard penalty. First down.
It's first and a mile.
Wildcats take over at the 33-yard line. First and long.
One man backfield. Wilson on the give. Tackle at the 34. And he gets a yard on the run. Second and long coming up here. Ball on the 34. The Wildcats come out in the shotgun. Laterals back. They'll knock him down for a loss.
Wow, it's not often you see a safety making a play in the backfield like that.
Well, these days you've got safeties playing up close to the line of scrimmage, almost like a 4th linebacker. The only way that you can keep them from cheating up is to take some chances downfield.
Miami brings in their nickel package. He's going left. Peterson with the interception. And a great set of hands by the defender on that one.
How about that, Kurt? We spent the whole week talking to some of his teammates, and no one told us he could catch like that.
You're right, Coach. I wonder if this guy played both ways in high school.
This is a great place to start the drive on the opponent's side of the 50.
First and 10.
Sims with 3 wide receivers. Sims drops back to pass. Throws. And it's picked off. He's got some blockers. Lee steps out of bounds at the 45-yard line. He stepped up, made a huge play.
Boy, this is a nice interception. He showed great awareness in order to get in position for that pass.
The offense will take over at the 45.
First and 10.
The Wildcats with 4 receivers. He looks to throw on first down. He's going to take off. And he's hammered down. There's a player injured, but it looks like it's just his finger.
It doesn't look like it's too bad, but the trainers are going to take a look anyway.
We've got a first and 10.
At the
Ball on the 31-yard line.
First and 10.
The defense will stack the line of scrimmage. Gives it off. Jubu Cameron brings him down at the 36. He rumbles ahead and picks up about 5. Miami has just been dominant on offense.
So far, so good. They got themselves in the top 10 in the country.
All year long, these guys have been almost impossible to shut down when they're on the offensive side of the ball.
Davis with a takedown at the 36-yard line. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but not much more.
Third
From their
and
own
5.
36-yard line.
Ball on the
Third
36-yard
down.
line.
4 wide. Back to pass. Lets it go. Finds his receiver. And he's finally shoved out at the 37.
They made the third down conversion look too easy.
They were just looking for the first and ended up getting a huge chunk of yardage. It's not bad.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line. Sims comes to the line with 3 wide. Nice play fake. Looking. Throws to the middle. And he tackles him hard at the 21.
You know, it's really easy to overlook those guys on the line.
Yeah, the defense came after them, and those linemen held them long enough for the quarterback to throw for a first down.
From the 21-yard line. First down. Kelly lines up in the deep back. I formation. He jukes. Davis tackles him at the 18. Kelly gains around 3 yards on the run. They line up at the 18.
Ball on the 18-yard
Second down.
line.
Miami comes to the line with 3 wide. Here they come. Sims gets sacked for the loss. From the 24-yard line. It's third down. Sims with 3 wide receivers. Back to pass. Steps up. Throwing left. He catches another. And guys, you can just feel the momentum building with this drive.
That's their third first down on this drive alone, Coach.
Yep, we all know how important momentum is in college football. This defense really needs to step up and get some of it back.
It's first and goal. This is the 8th play of this drive. Miami sets up in the I. Kelly on a pitch to the left. Touchdown, Hurricane. Well, that's how you get it done when you're down by the goal line, Coach.
When you're close like this, you tell your guys, get in there, push, shove, and block. Just get the ball in the end zone.
They'll line up for the point after. And he hits the PAT. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Miami gets set to kick this one away. Wheeler and Jones back ready to return. He sends it off. Wheeler fields it at the 3. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports.
This drive will start at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10.
Wilson lines up as a single back. They'll bring him down at the 29-yard line. They'll give him an inch or two, if that. They line up at the 29.
Ball on the 29-yard
2nd down and 10 to go. Humphrey steps back to pass. He's looking. Throws it. Got it to him on the run.
That's a first down right there.
Yeah, if I was a defense, I think I would man up on these guys next time.
This quarterback is very good at recognizing zone coverage and then finding the open receiver.
It's 1st and 10.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Humphrey comes to the line with 3 wide. Humphrey steps back to pass. He keeps it. He's hit and got away. He's taken down at the 38. A big gain for the quarterback.
I'll tell you what, guys, this guy's pretty athletic.
Just like you when you played at the old Buckeye Stadium. I don't think this was a designed play, but it worked like it was. And you're right. If I'm the coach, I'd let this kid run it more.
1st and 10.
On the 38-yard line.
Northwestern lines up in a bunch formation. Humphrey to the air on 1st down. Incomplete pass.
Whoa. Excellent play on defense.
That's pretty much the best way to make sure the receiver doesn't catch it. He just put his pads on him the second he touched it.
Yep. And out came the football.
They line up at the 38. So it's 2nd and 10. From the gun. Humphrey drops to throw. No one open, so he's going to run. And he hits him hard at the 31. Here's a 3rd and 3. Ball on the 31-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line with their jumbo package. Hands it off. Down at the 29. Not much on that play, and they'll be short of the first.
I think the offense thought they'd be able to get past this defense, but they were wrong.
Fourth down, and they'll attempt the field goal. This one is from about 46 yards out. Washington can make this a one-possession game with this kick. It's up, and the field goal is good. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Looks like they're ready for the kick.
Up for the kickoff.
Decent kick. Peterson fields it at the 2. They moved the ball very effectively on their last drive, which ended with a touchdown. The defense has been talking it over on the sideline, trying to make some corrections. Let's see if they can stop them this time. They'll start at the 30. The Hurricanes come out in a shotgun. Sims drops back. Sims passes. Robinson was the intended target on the play. That'll bring up second down. Second down, 10 yards to go.
On the 30-yard line.
The Canes line up with a single set backfield. Inside give. Broke away from one. They'll bring him down at the 44-yard line. And the tailback picks up great yardage on the run.
How many times did we see him run that play in practice this week?
1,000 times. And it was just as successful then as it is right now.
First and 10. One-man backfield. And he's going to throw. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it.
Yo, that was not what the coach wants to see from his players when he calls a gadget play. Because when he sees it almost end up in a turnover, he's not going to call it again. I promise you.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 44. Sims back to throw. He throws. And it falls incomplete. Just out of reach of his tight end. Third down and 10 coming up. Going with the shotgun here. Sims drops back to pass. Sims throws it out there. To the 20. To the 10. Touchdown! And that score right there gives him the NCAA record for the most receiving touchdowns in one season.
The ability of this kid to find the end zone is absolutely exceptional. Years.
No question, he could do things in the football field that make it look like everybody else is in slow motion. Nobody, and I mean nobody, in the country can contain this guy.
And they're lining up for the PAT. And he tacks on the extra point. With under 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter of play, the score, Miami 21, Northwestern 6. Miami is lining up to kick this one off. Wheeler and Jones deep to return. He sends it off. Jones takes it from the 6. Juke move, and there's a fumble, and they fall on the loose ball. And a costly fumble.
The ball carrier had only one hand on the ball, and the helmet right there causes the fumble.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. The Canes come out showing 3 wide. He's tackled at the 18-yard line, and they pick up 2 yards. And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Another trip to the red zone. Last time, it resulted in a touchdown. And he brings it down.
The defense just didn't match up well on that play.
Yeah, man-to-man defense, and it looked like the receiver just beat the cover man for the first down.
Miami looks to take a commanding 3-score lead here. Miami sets up in the eye. Kelly gets a pitch. Touchdown Hurricanes. Depending on what team you're rooting for here, you're either really excited or you're ready to hit the reset button.
Well, I hope these guys aren't ready to throw in the towel just yet. We've got over 3/4 of football yet to play.
They need to come up with some big plays on both sides of the ball. Maybe a big kick return here, and that'll get them going and get them back into this game.
So they're ready for the extra point. He makes the PAT. A lot of game left. 4 minutes remaining in the quarter. And our score, Miami 28, Northwestern 6. Miami to kick this one off. Decent kick. Wheeler fields it at the 1. There's a flag down, and it looks like this one's coming back.
Clipping on the receiving team. After distance for the Spartan 5.
That's frustrating for a coach when you preach fundamentals every week and then have someone called for clipping. That penalty really is going to set them back.
Northwestern Wildcats
They'll go to
will
work at the
start the
11.
drive at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10.
Humphrey is back in the gun. Humphrey drops back on 1st down. The ball is tipped. Coach, you made a nice defensive play there.
He sure did. He just stuck his hand out and hit the football.
That'll bring up 2nd down. It's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 11. Northwestern comes to the line with 3 wide. Humphrey back to pass. Humphrey rifles it. It's complete. He's taken down at the 16. That was a good completion there.
Yeah, I really liked the good, clean routes they ran on that play.
3rd
down.
and 5. Ball on the 16-yard line.
From the gun, Humphrey back pass. It's tipped. Now it'll be 4th down.
That defense has picture perfect 3 and out. Good series for these guys.
4th and 5.
And they're ready to punt this one away. Peterson will be the return man. He gets it away. Peterson fields at the 48. Lacey picks up the fumble. They nearly gave that ball away.
But luckily that guy was paying attention to what was going on and was able to recover the football.
They'll take over at the 48.
Take over at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10.
Sims comes to the line with 3 wide. Sims drops back, moves up in the pocket. He looks, and that one's fallen incomplete.
That's what a good pass rush can do for you.
Yep, they got in the quarterback's face and made it tough on him to throw a good pass.
They line up at the 48. It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Miami lines up with 3 receivers. Tackle for a loss. Good effort by the linebacker to come up and make the play. From their own 26-yard line.
Ball on the
3rd down and 12. Sims lines up in the shotgun. He's in trouble. Weddle comes away with a sack. Loss is 5 there.
5-yard loss on the play. Fourth and long.
So they're set to punt this one away.
41-yard line.
Wheeler is back to receive. Punts the ball away. Wheeler fielded at the 17. This defense did a good job on the last series. They forced the offense to go 3 plays and out.
And now they're looking to build off of that and shut them down again right here.
They'll start this drive at the
23-yard line. First and 10.
The Canes bring in the nickel package. Drops back to pass. Fires. And he's got him on the streak. And a nice pass to the tight end.
Yeah, this is what I like. Move the ball down the field. Use that nice and steady intermediate passing game.
Northwestern comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. They'll bring him down at the 41-yard line. Wilson gets 3 yards on the play. The second down and 7 to go. Ball on the 41-yard line. The Wildcats line up with 4 wideouts. Inside give. Lacey with a takedown at the 47-yard line. The running back gives them 6 yards on the ground. Third down and a yard. Ball on their own 47. The Wildcats have 5 receivers on this play. Humphrey running the option. He jukes it. Simon tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play. They don't get back to the line of scrimmage there on the option keeper. A loss of 1.
Fourth and 2.
So they're set to punt this one away.
46-yard line.
Peterson back deep to return. Plenty of hang time on this one. Peterson calls for the fair catch. Not a very good series for this offense on their last drive as they were forced into a 3 and out.
Boy, oh boy, they had nothing going last time.
Yeah, maybe, Scooter, you need to get out there and show them what you're made of.
Somebody get me a helmet quickly.
They'll set up shop at the 19-yard line. Miami comes out with an I formation. Makes a move. Manning with the tackle at the 22-yard line. A pickup of about 3. The second down and 7 to go.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Going with the shotgun here. Sims set to go to the air. This one is incomplete.
Tight end had some trouble holding on to that one.
Can you blame him? Did you see how hard he got hit?
He did get hit pretty hard, but come on, Coach. You have to hang on to the ball.
Sweetheart, easy for you to say. You're here in the booth.
Third down and 7. Ball on the 22. The Canes come out showing 3 wide. Sims drops back to pass. Short off. That's incomplete. Robinson was the intended target, and that'll make it 4th down.
Fourth and 7.
The punter comes on the field, getting ready to send one off. Wheeler is back deep to return. Punts the ball away. Wheeler fielded the 35. The defense did a good job against him the last time they had the ball, forcing the punt.
But remember, they had given up quite a few yards before forcing that punt. They might not be so lucky this time.
They'll get the ball here at the 43-yard line.
43-yard line.
Humphrey comes to the line with 3 wide. Humphrey with the give. He's tackled at the 49. A nice job by the offensive line, and they pick up a gain of 8. from the 49-yard line. It's second down and 2 to go. Northwestern comes out in the shotgun. Wilson gets another handoff. And they make the stop at the 47-yard line. Wilson comes away with 2 yards on the carry. It's been pretty lopsided here in the first quarter. The score is Miami 28, Northwestern 6. From the 47-yard line. It's third down. They line up in the shotgun. The defense jumped, but I think a lineman moved first.
Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
And the defense gives up some free yards to the offense.
You know, penalties can ruin a team's chances to win if they commit too many.
It's first down.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Drops back. Surveys the field. He's rolling right. He lets it go deep down the middle. And it pays off. Touchdown. Wow. How about that ball to the tight end? Big payoff.
Well, the offensive coordinator has wanted to incorporate this young player into their passing attack, and he couldn't have picked a better time to get him the ball.
So the kicker's going to stay on the sidelines. These guys will try for a 2-point conversion. They're crowding that line of scrimmage. Wilson on the give. And the defense holds.
This is the right call here, to go for 2.
You're right. They tried to sneak it in on the ground, and the defense was ready for him that time.
Morris ready to
is
kick.
lined up for the kickoff.
He kicks it off. Peterson takes from the 10. The defense did a nice job of shutting down this offense the last time they had the ball.
The offense was not clicking at all. Let's see if they're back on the same page.
Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Northwestern comes out in the 3-4. Sims back to throw. He's looking down the middle. They'll bring him down at the 34-yard line. About a 7-yard pickup that time on the pass. It's second and 3.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Miami lines up for the shotgun set. Broke away from 1. And he's taken down at the 49. First down. The Canes are lining up with 3 receivers. Sims to the air on first down. Sims. Plenty of time. And got him! Touchdown, Kane. He grabbed that one for his second touchdown of the half.
And that second touchdown pass was just as pretty as the first one. This guy's good.
They'll line up for the extra point. And he hits the PAT. Over 14 minutes left in the second quarter. And the score is Miami 35, Northwestern 12. line up to
is
kick
lined
this
up
one
for the
away.
kickoff.
Decent kick. Jones from his own end zone. Let's see if this defense has trouble defending the pass again here.
If they do, my friend, look out. They're going to give up another touchdown in a hurry.
The
They'll start
Northwestern
at the
Wildcats
22.
take over at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10.
They'll work from the shotgun. Missed tackle. Tries to shoot. Simon with a takedown at the 28. Wilson gets 6 yards on the play. It's 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Wilson again. Nelson with the tackle at the 32-yard line. Wilson gets about 4 yards on the play. It's 3rd and inches. Ball on the 32. Wilson is the deep back as they line up in the I. Humphrey with the option. And down he goes at the 33. So they pick up the first on the option. Not a lot of room there.
They go to the option here. He picks up just enough for the first. And you're right, there wasn't much running room there.
First down.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Again, he'll get the call. A little juke. And he's tackled at the 37. Wilson picks up about 4 yards on the play. Second down.
6. Ball on the 37-yard line.
They come out with 3 wide receivers. It goes straight to the back. And they make the stop at the 46. And he reeled off a big one there.
This offensive line is built to allow this tailback to make plays, as you just saw. He's able to get into the open and create some excitement right there.
First
down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 46-yard line. Wilson, the lone back. Humphrey pitches out to the left. And he's stopped behind the line. Nowhere to go for the halfback. That's a loss of 1. Second and 11 coming up.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
4 wide receivers in the formation. Davidson with a takedown at the 46-yard line. Maybe a yard on the run by the tailback. The offense faces another 3rd down as they line it up. Going with the shotgun here. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete. Flags are down, and this one might be on the offense.
Holding on the offense. The penalty is declined. 4th down.
Fourth and 10.
The punt team is on the field looking to kick this one away. Peterson is back deep to return the punt. It's a high kick, and it holds up there. Peterson loses the handle, and the offense will recover. And so they'll turn the ball over on the fumble.
Yeah, the ball carrier just didn't do a good job of protecting the ball. This defense took advantage of it.
First down, 10 to go. They're inside the 20. Humphrey with 3 wide receivers. Robinson with the tackle at the 11. Wilson gains about 2 yards on the run. Second down, 8 yards to go. Wilson on the handoff. Tackle made at the 9. A 2-yard run by the halfback. Threatening inside the 10.
Ball on the 9-yard line.
The Wildcats set up in the gun. Little shake and bake move. And down he goes at the 6. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run. So it's fourth down. This one from about 23 yards out. The kick is up, and he's got it. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Northwestern is ready to kick it away. Peterson and Paul back deep to return. He sends it off. Paul fields it at the 9. Not a lot of trouble scoring the last time they had the ball. Let's see if that passing game does the trick again. Here's a look at the offensive production statistics brought to you by Coca-Cola. Kelly is the deep back as they line up in the I. He's taken down at the 25-yard line. And he gets a yard on the run. It's second down.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Sims comes to the line with 3 wide. They'll go with the run once again. Woods tackles him at the 32-yard line. Kelly gains 7 yards on that play. They line up at the 32. 3rd and 2 coming up here. Here comes the pressure. He passes it. Got him on the run. They knock him out, but not before he gets all the way down to the 38. So on 3rd down, they pick up the first and a lot more.
When that kid caught the ball, he wasn't thinking about first down. He was thinking touchdown.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 38.
On the 38-yard line.
Miami comes out with an I formation. Kelly gets a pitch. He jukes. Here's an opening. He goes out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Picked up big yards there, and he's going to have a 1st down.
Yeah, nice job there. This guy does a good job in reading his blocks and accelerating to the hole.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Miami goes with the ace set here. He throws it. Batted ball. The ball got knocked down by the quarterback.
Wow, that kid was out like white on rice. He was butter on jelly, like flies on...
Easy, Scooter. Take it easy. There are kids out there watching this game.
Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 17. The Canes come out in the ace formation. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they just keep on scoring.
It's just ridiculous how this offense is making everything look so easy out there.
You know what's scary is we're not even at halftime.
So the kicking team will line up for the point after. And he tacks on the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Miami gets set to kick this one away. Wheeler and Jones back to return. Decent kick. Jones fields it at the 3. A scoring drive the last time out for this offense, and they'll huddle up for this drive. Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coke. The Wildcats set up in the gun. Some shenanigans. He's tackled at the 38. That was a pretty good run.
Incredible effort there, running football by this guy.
First
From their own 38-yard line.
38-yard
It's first
line.
down. The Wildcats line up with 3 wide. Humphrey on first down. Makes a move. And now he's going to run. And he's tackled at the 45-yard line. From their own 45-yard line. Second and 3 coming up. Humphrey, hands off. Nowhere to go on that play, Coach.
Boy, you're absolutely right, Brad. This is a great job by the defense in not giving him any room to create anything.
Here's third down, 4 yards to go.
Ball on the 44
Ball on their own
yard line.
44. Wilson up the gut. That's a great tackle at the 41-yard line. Boy, he is one big guy down there on that defensive line.
Oh, man, this big fella's a hawk. I saw him last night at the hotel. He had 3 bags of food going up to his room.
Yo, it looks like he's got a big old bag hanging over his belt right now.
Fourth and 7.
Northwestern ready to put this one away. Morris is waiting for the snap. He punts it. He takes it at the 21.
Great passing was the key for the offense the last time they had the ball. They were able to pick apart the defense and get down the field for a touchdown.
So if I'm the coach, I'm telling my defensive linemen to get more pressure on that quarterback.
They'll
Please.
start the drive.
They'll go to
at
work
the
at the
23.
23.
First and 10.
Miami lines up in a shotgun set. First down, look at the throw. Sims passes. They'll bring him down at the 25. Recovered by the defense. The defense recovered the ball. Kirk, do they still have a shot?
You know, I think you can pretty much call this one over.
Good field position here. They'll start this drive inside their opponent's territory.
First and 10.
Wilson lines up in the deep back, I formation. Humphrey drops back on first down. Across the middle. Great concentration. A good play to the tight end that time.
Yeah, and this is a play that we saw in practice the other day over and over again.
And as a coach, you like it when all that practice pays off and your players execute in the game like they did all week in practice. Good job.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. The kicker got them points on their last red zone visit. Let's see if the offense can get points this time. Drops back to pass. Greenway makes the sack. From the 11-yard line, it's second down. The Wildcats come out in the shotgun, flips it, and it's caught. Smith with a takedown at the 7. A pickup of 4 on the play. The defense has really held their own the last 2 plays. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 7. The Wildcats come out showing 3 wide. Here's the option. And now he pitches it. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the running back took that one in for the score. They'll line it up for the extra point. He makes the PAT. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. Kicks it off. Hall fields it at the 3. At the 30. At the 40. Across midfield. At the 40. At the 30. To the 20. To the 10. Touchdown, Miami. Guys, what do you think about that one?
I'll tell you what, this kid is a real playmaker.
You know what, Lee? Sheer determination displayed right there. He set his sights on the end zone and would not be denied.
So the kicker lines up for the PAT. And he converts the extra point. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He sends it downfield. Jones fields it at the 3. Well, I'll tell you guys, a passing game was sure on target during their last drive.
Man, the quarterback had great protection by his offensive line. When he gets time, he can pick you apart.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line. Northwestern in a 4-wide set. And he stopped behind the line. From their own 20-yard line, it's 2nd down and 12 to go. The Wildcats set up in the gun. And the snap goes to the back. And down he goes at the 21-yard line. A 1-yard gain by the halfback. Third and 11 coming up here.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
From the gun. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He passes it. Complete. White tackles him at the 35. Wow, how about that third down conversion?
Boy, what a play here, guys. I'm really impressed with the poise of this young quarterback. He was very cool and collected out there on that third and long play.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 35-yard line. The Wildcats come out in a bunch formation. They snap it to the back. Robinson with a takedown at the 38. Wilson gains around 3 yards on the run. They line up at the 38.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Going with the shotgun here. Humphrey with the give. Lacey tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play.
The defense just blew that one up in the backfield.
Just nowhere to run on that play, Coach. The halfback had nowhere to go from the get-go.
The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. They'll work from the shotgun. He steps up. He's looking. They'll make the sack. That puts this kid in double digits for sacks on the season.
What can we say? This guy's been amazing all season long.
He's just terrorizing quarterbacks. I love the way this kid plays the game.
So they're set to punt this one away. Morris awaits the snap. He gets it away. Peterson fields it at the 34. Well, the offense is back on the field again. In their last drive, they moved the ball very well, especially through the air on their way to that touchdown. They'll go to work at the 37. The Hurricanes line up the set
At the
backfield.
37-yard line. First and 10.
Sims to the air on first down. Across the middle. Good open field tackle. A decent gain on the pass.
Yo, good job by the quarterback here reading this play.
Yeah, the defense came with a blitz, and you're right. Great job by this young quarterback of recognizing the coverage and spotting the open man.
Second down.
1.
Miami lines up in a shotgun set. Flags are all over the place, and they'll blow it dead.
Offsides. Home defense. 5-yard penalty. First
The
down.
defense lends them a hand with that penalty.
Gosh, giving up penalty yards is so frustrating, isn't it?
It's first and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line. Sims on first down. Throws this one out to the left. He makes a circus catch. How about that pass, fellas?
Well, Brad, the defense was coming with the blitz, and that opened some room for these guys to get open.
Yeah, and if you're coming with the blitz, you better get to this quarterback. Otherwise, he'll make you pay.
We've got a first and 10.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
The Canes line up with 3 wide. Looking, throws it out there. He's tackled at the 12. He looked like he threw that one about as hard as he could.
Well, sometimes you have to. You've got to make sure the defense can't get to it, so you put a little extra zip on the throw, just like he did there.
I'll tell you what, that ball looks like a missile with laces.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. He lets it go, and he came down with it. What a catch! A another touchdown. Why not?
This just goes to show you that there is more to playing defense than emotion. You can't continuously play out of position like this. You're going to find yourself in a lot of mismatches. And today, those mismatches have turned into touchdowns.
So the kicker's on the field to attempt the extra point. And he hits the PAT. So with less than 2 to go in the second quarter, our score is Miami 56, Northwestern 22. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He kicks it off. Jones takes it to the 4. This one might be coming back, folks. Let's check out the penalty.
Clipping on the receiving team. After distance from the spot of the foul.
That one will put the offense in a hole, and they'll try to get some of that back on this upcoming play. They'll get the ball here at the 7-yard line.
Will start the drive at the 7-yard line. First and 10.
The Wildcats come out in a shotgun. Humphrey to the air on first down. Incomplete pass. He should have had that one, guys.
Well, that's a lack of concentration, don't you think, Coach?
Oh, you bet it is, and he'll be reminded of that on the sideline for sure.
So it's second and 10. Ball on their own 7. And they make the stop at the 8-yard line. Wilson gets about a yard on the play. That'll bring up third down. Third down.
Ball on the 8-yard line.
This defense is in the dime. Humphrey hands it off. Burnside with the tackle at the 12. They did get some yardage, but it won't move those chains.
They had a good-looking play set up, but the defense jumped on it before it was too late.
4th and 5.
Northwestern lining up the punt. Peterson is the deep man awaiting the return. He punts it. Peterson takes it to 49. Thanks to some nice passing on the last drive, the offense was able to take it down the field for 6.
And great play calling to help make it an easy drive. The question is, can they do it again?
They'll take over at the 39.
The Miami Hurricanes take over at the 39-yard line. First and 10.
The Canes come out in the ace formation. He's going to try to throw. Let it go on the run. Miami will take a timeout. That's their first of the half. They'll line up at the 35. It's second down and 6 to go. Sims drops to throw. Lets it fly. Oh, what a catch. So they gain 6 yards on the play and pick up the first down.
2 things went right on this play. 1, the receiver got open. And 2, the quarterback got him the ball. Combine the 2, and you got yourself a first down.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 29. Sims with 3 wide receivers. Look at the throw. Rolls to the right. Sims is going to be sacked for a loss. Miami will take their second time out of the half. second and long. Ball on the 35-yard line. Miami comes out in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Throws. Got him again.
That was a laser, Kirk. This guy has a huge arm.
Yeah, it's like he's throwing darts, but it's coming at about 86 miles an hour.
Third and six. Ball on the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
From the 25-yard line. Third down and 6 yards to go. Sims lines up in the shotgun. Steps up. He delivers. This one is incomplete. The defense got some pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
It's fourth down. They'll line up the kicking team. This one is about 42 yards away. This will just add insult to injury. It's up. And it's good. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Williams is lined up to kick this one off. He sends it downfield. Wheeler from his own end zone. Nothing much on the return there.
Not much is right. That coverage was all over him.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coke. Humphrey with 4 wide receivers. Simon tackles him at the 17. Wilson gets 3 yards on the play, so that'll make it second down. Second down, 7 yards to go. Ball on the 17-yard line. We've played 2 quarters, and it hasn't been pretty. Our score, Miami 59, Northwestern 22. The teams are lined up, and we're just about ready to start the second half. And it's a short kickoff. Hall takes from the 10. It's on the ground, and they fall on the loose ball. Wow, very close to turning it over, but they'll keep possession of the football.
Way to play heads up out there. That's just one more reason to play to the whistle.
This drive will start at the 21.
At the 21-yard line. First and 10.
The Canes come out in a shotgun. Sims drops back to pass. Surveys the field. Weddle comes away with a sack.
Loss of 6 on the play.
They line up at the 15. Second and long. Northwestern comes out defensively with 6 defensive backs. Sims back to pass. Sims slings it left. It's complete. And Kirk, that was a nice grab there.
You know, it may be simple, but whenever you can gain solid yardage, you're doing something right.
Third and 12 coming up on this one. Ball on the 19. Miami comes to the line with 3 wide. Sims drops back, throws to the middle. Got him again. He gets peppered. Guys, with that catch, he's now past the 1,000-yard point for the season.
This guy has had a great year. The coach has got to be pleased with his performance for the year, Lee.
Oh, yeah, he's a big, big part of their offense.
First and 10. Ball on their own 37. Sims lines up with 4 wideouts. Drops back on first down. Sims passes. Tackle at the 41-yard line. 4 yards on that play. It's second down and 6 to go. Ball on the 41.
41-yard line.
1-man backfield. Defense looking for his first incompletion this drive. And it's Taylor brings him down at the 46. What do you have for us, Kirk?
Well, with that last catch, that receiver just went over 200 yards on the day.
Let me tell you one thing. This kid can flat out play football. 200 yards is a pretty big deal.
The offense faces another third down as they line it up. The gives to the fullback, and he's level at the 49. They just keep moving the chains.
Get by this, my friend. It starts with the short pickups on first and second down, and then you get the rest on third down. In the process, you start to wear the defense down, and that's when you break the big one.
First and 10. Ball on the 49.
49-yard line.
The Hurricanes come out showing 3 wide. Wants to throw outside. Caught. Griffin with a takedown at the 44-yard line. And that reception put him over 100 yards on the day.
Well, this guy is such a big part of this offense. If he doesn't get his numbers, they usually don't have much success moving the football.
And that's why he's so valuable to this football team, Kirk. He's a big-time college football player.
Second and 3.
From the 44-yard line.
44-yard line.
Second down, 3 yards to go. Miami in a 4-wide set. Sims drops to throw. Lets it go. And he's shoved out of bounds at the 24. And they're building some great momentum on this drive, guys.
That's right, Brad. That was a crisp pass by the quarterback. They're looking pretty good moving the ball right now.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Miami lines up with 3 receivers. Looks. Throws it deep. He's got it. Touchdown. After that 6th touchdown pass of the day, I don't know what else you can say about this.
I don't think anything's left. He's a great quarterback having a career day. There's not much else you can say.
So the kicker's on the field to attempt the extra point. And he converts the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Miami ready to kick this one off. Wheeler and Jones set to return. He really got a hold of that kick. Jones from his own end zone. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. First and 10.
Wildcats take over at the 17-yard line. First and 10.
They're lining up in the 5-2.
effort up front by that defense.
Second and 12 coming up here. Ball on the 15. Humphrey has 4 receivers lined up here. He's hit and got away. Brigham with the tackle at the 39. And he goes over the century mark with that run, guys.
You know, Brad, he's had a great day, but credit the offensive line for fine blocking all game long.
They line up at the 39. First down. Northwestern goes with the ace set here. Brought down at the 40-yard line. A 1-yard gain by the halfback. Second and 9. Hits him hard at the 38-yard line. The lineman had a big push there to get in the backfield and bring him down.
Great penetration in the backfield. For such a big guy, this guy's got some really quick feet.
And once he gets moving, there's no stopping him. This guy is so big and strong that he's almost impossible to block with one guy.
Northwestern comes out in the shotgun. He throws a dart to the left. Intercepted. The 10. Touchdown, Miami.
That's not where the quarterback wanted to throw that football, Kirk.
Yeah, but how about the play by the defender? That was a great interception and an even better effort to bring the ball back for a touchdown.
So the kicker lines up for the PAT. He splits the uprights with the extra point. Miami is ready to kick it away. Wheeler and Jones back ready to return. Kicks it away. Wheeler fields it in the end zone.
I know the first thing I wanted to do after throwing a pick was to come out that next drive and throw. Let the defense know that I wasn't intimidated.
And how many times did you go right back in there and throw another pick?
Well, Lee, as you know, a quarterback needs a short memory, so I really don't remember, Scooter. You know better than that.
The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers. And the snap goes to the back. They'll get in for a loss. How about the play of this defensive end?
This is just solid run defense here. They get a great push up front, not allowing the runner to have much room to work with. And at the end, they're able to wrap him up.
It's second down.
Ball on the 16-yard line.
Humphrey is back in the gun. Wilson on the inside handoff.
Kirk, how about that defensive end getting in there on that play?
That is just a great play getting into the backfield. This guy is so quick that the ball carrier never had a chance.
It's third and 11. Ball on the 16-yard line. The Wildcats are lining up with 3 receivers. He drops back, stepping up, looking, rolls right, throws a bullet. His receiver has it. And Herbie, that was a good-looking throw.
Yeah, and what impresses me is the composure of this young quarterback. He made a great read, saw the open receiver, and delivered an almost perfect strike. Good-looking play.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 32-yard line. 3 wideouts here. Humphrey on the option. With a takedown at the 40. It's second down. The Wildcats set up in the gun. Wilson gets another handoff. Tackle made at the 42. Wilson comes away with 2 yards on the carry. So that'll make it third down. So another third down upcoming for the offense.
42-yard line.
From the gun. Gets past the tackler. Oh, man, he took him down hard. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 47. Humphrey lines up in the shotgun. Flags are all over the place, and they'll blow it dead.
Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Still
So the offense will move a little bit closer with that penalty. They line up at the 42.
On the 42-yard
It's first down. It's a direct snap. He's gobbled up in the backfield. They came with a blitz that time and got to the tailback for the loss. Second and 11. Ball on the 48. The Wildcats line up with 3 wide. He passes it. Complete. Oh, he got tattooed on that one. He ran a good-looking route and picked up positive yardage.
That he did, and he made a good catch. That short passing game is where you see all those hours in the summer that you put in pay off.
They've looked good so far on third down on this drive. Let's see what happens here. Northwestern lines up in a shotgun set. Here's the halfback. He's taken down at the 42-yard line. And he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Fourth and 5.
The Wildcats line up the punt.
42-yard line.
Morris is waiting for the snap. It's a high kick, and it holds up there. Sullivan signals for a fair catch. Now we see the offense come onto the field.
And you know who's trembling right now? That defensive secondary.
Secondary should be trembling after all the yards that they gave up that last time.
They'll take
offense
over
will start
at the
at the
20-yard
20.
line. First and 10.
With the game well in hand, they're going to get the other quarterback some playing time. That's incomplete. He might have been looking to run and didn't secure the ball.
Well, sometimes you see young players do this. This is something they have to work very hard to be able to overcome.
Second and 10. Ball on their own 20.
20-yard line.
Miami goes with the ace set here. Drops back to pass. Wants to throw outside. And it is the tight end. They'll bring him down at the 31-yard line. Nice job by the quarterback to hit the tight end for a decent game.
Yeah, this guy's not going to burn too many guys deep, but he's definitely a good possession guy who you can rely on.
First down. Johnson comes to the line with 3 wide. He looks to throw on first down. He's looking for his man. He got it! To the 20, to the 10, and he's all the way in for the touchdown.
I tell you, the way that play was designed, Scooter, I think you and I might have been able to turn on the Jets there. That was a great play.
Easy, big guy. They'd have to treat both of us afterwards.
Here's the kicking team to try the extra point. And he hits the PAT. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. And this one's away. Jones takes it at the 4. Juke move. The offense comes back on the field, hoping to build off their last drive.
They had something going, but were unable to get any points.
Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Humphrey lines up in the shotgun, drops back to pass with the throw, and down he goes at the 33. Guys, what a play by the defense to snuff out that screen.
They were ready for that one, weren't they?
Second and 9 coming up here. Ball on the 33-yard line. Humphrey back in the gun. Humphrey hands it off. He's taken down at the 35. So the halfback gets only 2 on the draw play. Third down and 7. Ball on the 35.
35-yard line.
Humphrey lines up in the shotgun. He steps up. He throws. Batted ball. Good defensive play. Makes it 4th down.
I'm sending out a big yo to the defensive coordinator right there.
I'm sure he appreciates that yo. Great job of mixing up the coverage and putting his players in a spot to make a play.
And they're smart enough to know the situation and to just knock it
7.
down.
Ball on the 35.
They come out in a punt formation. Crenshaw is back deep return. Punts the ball away. Crenshaw fields at the 29. So they beat this defense up through the air on their last drive. Let's see if they can replicate that performance this time around. They'll start this drive at the 38-yard line.
First and 10.
3 wideouts here. Johnson fakes the handoff. Throws this one out to the right. Johnson was the intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down. So it's 2nd and 10.
Ball
on their own 38-yard
line.
The Canes come out in the ace formation. Kelly takes a handoff. Nice job by the offensive line, and they pick up a gain of 8. It's 3rd down and 2 to go. Ball on the 46-yard
line.
Northwestern brings in the nickel here. There's the play fake. Going deep. Lays it out there. Thrown just a bit too far for the wide receiver.
Fourth and 2.
The Hurricanes line up the punt. Ball came free. Offense falls on it. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They'll line up for the extra point here. And he adds the extra point. So with just over 5 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter, the score, Miami 87, Northwestern 22. Miami to
is
kick.
lined up for the kickoff.
Decent kick. Wheeler fields it at the 3. So the offense takes over, and the last time they had the ball, they had a tough time getting anything going. Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Northwestern lines up with a shotgun set. Off play. Wilson loses it. They turn the ball over to the defense with that fumble, and the head coach has got to be upset with his halfback after that one.
Any coach would be upset after his running back fumbles. The first thing a running back learns is how to grip and secure the football.
Well, hopefully he shakes it
They'll
off
start
and
the
forgets
drive
about it.
at
There's
the
nothing he can
22-yard
do
line.
now.
First and 10.
Kelly is the deep back as they line up in the eye. Looks to pass. Throws this one out to the left. He snags it. Down at the 13-yard line. A nice completion to the tight end.
A good play here, and the thing that I notice is that he provides a nice big target out there for the quarterback.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Their last trip down here was a success. Let's see if this one will result in another touchdown.
That's just a great defensive play.
It won't look like much in the stat book, but that's getting the job done.
So that'll make it third down. Third down, a yard to go. They're crowding that line of scrimmage. Play action. He unloads it. And that one's fallen incomplete. Poor pass, and his tight end couldn't reach it. So it's fourth down. This kick will be from about 30 yards out. They're already up big, and this could make the lead bigger. He gets it up, and they tack on 3 points. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Miami lines up for the kickoff. He sends it off. Wheeler takes it at the 4. Well, the offense couldn't get anything going on their last drive. Let's see if they can do a little bit better here. Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coke. Humphrey will hand it off, and they make the stop at the 34-yard line. Wilson gains around 6 yards on the run, so that'll make it second down. It's second down.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Hand off to the right. He jips with the spin. And he's tackled at the 45. Nice gain for the halfback.
That time they kept it on the ground with the counter play. The blocking was great up front, and the tailback was able to get into the open field and do some special things.
First down.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Wilson alone in the backfield. Can't wrap him up. Look at the power. Got an opening. He's all the way down to the 18.
They say there's no I in team, but without this kid, I don't think there would be a team. Well, not a very good rushing team anyways.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. The last run just put him over 1,000 yards rushing for the year.
Have a look at our Old Spice Red Zone numbers. Red Zone, when performance matters most. The last time they were in the red zone, they got a touchdown out of it. Gets past the tackler. And he's taken down at the 8. And that's their third first down of the drive.
Great blocking and great running equals a very successful offense.
And they've looked really good on this drive, Coach. The defense needs to figure out a way to stop them, or else they're going to have no problem putting points on the board.
First and goal.
It's first and goal.
On the 8-yard
They're
line.
in the red zone. The Wildcats set up in the gun. You'll get the call again. He jukes him. Brought down at the 1. Wilson picks up about 7 yards on the run. That brings up second and goal. 1 yard to the goal line. Northwestern lines up in a goal line set, and he's got the touchdown. The defense hasn't had much luck keeping this kid out of the end zone today.
He's a good back, Brad. That's why he's playing Division I football, and he's had this kind of success against almost everyone he's played against.
They'll line up for the extra point here. And he converts the extra point. So under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. And the score, Miami 90, Northwestern 29. Northwestern is ready to kick it away. He kicks it. Robinson fields it at the 2. A good job on their last drive. Get it 3. Let's see if they can get some more on this drive. Here are the offensive production stats, brought to you today by Coca-Cola. McCain with 4 receivers. First down, looking to throw. He's looking down the middle. The ball is tipped.
Dangerous, dangerous throw there.
Give credit to the defense. They did a good job out there. This quarterback thought his man would be open, and boy, he was wrong.
Second down. Miami goes with the ace set here. Johnson set to go to the air. And it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended target. That'll make it third down. It's third and 10. Ball on the 18-yard line. The Canes line up with 4 wideouts. He drops back. Steps up. The true freshman has it. There's a player shaken up on the play.
Fourth and 10.
Here comes the punter looking to boot this one away. Wheeler is back to receive. He gets it off. Wheeler fields it to 42. So the last drive resulted in 6 points. Do you think we'll see the same result on this one?
They ran the ball extremely well on their last drive, and until this defense figures out how to stop it, I think they'll have no problem moving the ball down the field.
This defense may have to move 8 or 9 in the box to stop this running back, Kurt.
They'll start this drive at midfield. Humphrey with 3 wide receivers. Across the middle. Incomplete pass.
Man, I thought he was going to catch that one. He had it in his hands for a second.
Yep. And in that same second, the defender smashed into him, knocking the ball loose. Great defense.
Sure was, Coach.
Second down, 10 yards to go.
Ball on the 48.
Ball on the 48. The Wildcats come out in the shotgun. He passes it. Someone got a hand on it.
The defense looked alive on that play.
Yeah, Coach, he did a great job of reading the play and beating the receiver to the ball.
So that'll make it 3rd down. Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on their own 48-yard line. Northwestern comes out with 3 receivers bunch. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to take off. Breaks one. Tackle made at the 27. And that's what makes this quarterback so special, fellas.
Hey, Kirk, this kid is flying all over the place. You can't say enough about it.
You know, with speed like that, even if he doesn't pan out as a quarterback, I think he'll be a great receiver at the next level.
First and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line. One-man backfield. Oh, good move. Tries to juke. And they make the stop at the 7-yard line. Looks like someone was called for holding.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
Good call.
Yeah, he practically brought him to the ground there.
First and long. Ball on the 37-yard line.
And they have 3 punch. Humphrey off the fake. Humphrey gets sacked for the loss. Humphrey looks to have been shaken up a bit on that play.
Second
The 37-yard line.
Ball on the
Second down.
37-yard line.
Northwestern lines up with 3 receivers. Miro drops back to pass. He throws it. It's intercepted. What is going on here, guys?
They've just been outplayed and outcoached out there today.
Anything and everything has gone wrong today, Kirk. There's not much else you can do except pack it up and try again next week.
They'll
go to
take
work
over
at the
at the 25-yard line. First and 10.
3 wideouts here. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. And he gets peppered. The running back gets 2 on the carry. It's second down and 8 to go. Ball on the 27-yard line. The Hurricanes go with the I formation. Play action. Throws it out there. And down he goes at the 28-yard line. A yard on the play action that time. It's third down and 7 yards to go.
28-yard line.
They come out with 4 wide out. Steps up. Johnson unloads. And it's intercepted. Robinson brings him down at the 10. And that was their second interception of the game. Unless we see some sort of miracle, this one's pretty much over. Heading to the 4th. Our score, Miami 90, Northwestern 29. They'll look to capitalize on the good field position here. Northwestern lines up in a double tight set. There's a misstep. Still on his feet. Tackle at the 5. 4, maybe 5 yards on the run. we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. The last time they were in the red zone, they got a touchdown out of it. Here's the give. Sheds that one. Stiff arm. They'll bring him down at the 3. The running back gets 2 on the carry. And here we go. It's 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. The Wildcats line up with a single set backfield. Makes a move. I'm pretty sure they won't win it, but they haven't quit yet. Don't get too excited at home, folks, because I think this one might be coming back. Here it is.
Offsides on the defense. Penalty is declined. Touchdown.
That was a fine run to get in the end zone, guys.
Hey, 10th of the season, Kirk.
This guy's been solid all year long, and this won't be the last time we'll see him in the end zone.
They line up for the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. More than 14 minutes to go in the ball game, and the score: Miami 90, Northwestern 36. Northwestern ready to kick this one off. Crenshaw and Robinson deep to return. He kicks it off. Crenshaw fields it at the 7.
Well, moving the football hasn't been a problem all game.
Yeah, but this one's in the books, Coach. I expect him to run the ball, kill the clock, and put this one in the books.
Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Johnson comes to the line with 3 wide. Might have been some early movement up front.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first
A lack
down.
of concentration will push the offense back.
Yep, the kid was in a hurry to block someone. You got to control that.
Johnson with a nice play fake. Wants to throw outside. He goes up and gets it. Down the sideline.
Seems like they've been able to do that all day, Coach.
The defense was just sleeping on the play. When you let an offense come at you like that, time and time again, then it's hard to win a ball game.
1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line.
1st and 10.
One-man backfield. Johnson drops back. Down the middle. And this one falls incomplete. The wide receiver wasn't able to hang on.
Well, you talk about a solid hit. This guy is a true enforcer.
It's 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
Johnson lines up in the shotgun. It's a direct snap. And they make the stop at the 30. The running back gets a yard, maybe less. It's 3rd and 9.
Ball on the
Miami
30-yard
lines up with a
line.
shotgun set. Johnson steps back to pass. He lets it go. And that one's incomplete. They came with a blitz that time and forced the overthrow by the quarterback. Good defense there.
Fourth and 9.
So the kicker comes out. He'll try to put 3 points on the board. This will just add insult to injury. The kick is up. It's got the distance. And they blocked it. And this should give the offense some momentum now going into this drive.
Great special teams plays always create momentum, Brad, and that's just what this team can use right now.
They'll take over at the 42-yard line. First and 10.
The Wildcats line up with 4 wideouts. Handoff up the middle. And down he goes at the 42-yard line. And that is 200 yards rushing on the day now for this halfback.
This guy's just had a heck of a day, Coach, but his team is still losing.
Yeah, but it's not his fault. This running back has just about done all he could to this point.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coke. Humphrey is back in the gun. They snap it to the back. He spins around. Washington with a takedown at the 30. And there's a penalty on the play. Let's see who it's on.
Holding on the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Still first down.
Scooter, what are you doing?
Kirk, my friend, that's the sound of the offense going in reverse.
First and long. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Humphrey lines up with 4 wideouts. Another run. A little juke. And he's tackled at the 43. Wilson gains around 8 yards on the run, so that'll make it second down. They line up at the 43.
Ball on the
second and 11.
43-yard line.
Northwestern in a 4-wide set. Wilson takes it counter right. Clemens tackles him at the 37-yard line. 6 yards on the carry. From the 37-yard line. It's third down and 5 to go. Humphrey comes to the line with 3 wide. Sheds 1 tackler. The 10. Well, they're not going to win it, but they're still playing hard out there. Make that number 4.
Seems like he keeps going and going and going.
He's a scoring machine. That's why they keep calling his number.
They line up for the point after. And he hits the PAT. 4th quarter and more than 11 minutes left. And our score is Miami 90, Northwestern 43. Northwestern to kick this one off. He sends it off. Crenshaw takes it at the 4.
I expect to see some good clock management right here.
Yep, Coach. They've already warmed up the buses for the end of this game.
Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. The Wildcats line up with a nickel back. Cameron with the tackle at the 28-yard line. A 1-yard gain by the halfback. It's second down. Johnson with 3 wide receivers. Kelly gets the ball. And they make the stop at the 49.
I think this offensive line is getting better and better as the game goes along.
And Coach, I'll tell you what, I think they're killing the will of this defense. And I don't think they're done just yet.
We've got a 1st and 10.
First and
Ball
10.
right around midfield.
Ball on the
Miami lines up in a
49-yard
shotgun set. Johnson looking to throw on 1st down. Throws it to the outside. And they couldn't hook up on that one. He overshot his target there.
One of the things that is important here is that they come up with the blitz and don't give the quarterback enough space to throw the football.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line. Kelly lines up in the deep back, I formation. Cameron tackles him at the 48-yard line. Gain of less than a yard on the play. Third and 9. Miami sets up with 4 receivers. He steps up, surveys the field. He gets rid of it, and he's tackled.
That was a pretty impressive play.
Yep, but we've seen this all game long, Kurt.
There's still no excuse for this defense to just shut down. I mean, you'd think that they'd work a little bit harder to stop the offense when they're losing this bad.
They line up at the 21. It's 1st down. The Canes are lining up with 3 receivers. He's looking to pass. Slings it. And that one's fallen incomplete.
He's just lucky that he got that pass away.
The offensive line didn't protect the quarterback very well. The pressure was there in no time.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 21. Defense lines up in a 3-4. He'll get the call again. Cameron brings him down for a loss. The halfback couldn't get any running room.
And that was because the defense had called a blitz just at the right time. They went right through the offensive line and nailed him for a loss.
So another 3rd down upcoming for the offense. Miami lines up with 3 receivers. He looks, lets it fly, and this one falls incomplete. It's 4th down, and the kicker's on to try this 39-yarder. This'll just add insult to injury. The kick is up, and it splits the upright. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Williams is lined up to kick this one off. He sends it downfield. Wheeler fields it in the end zone.
They've been getting walloped all day, but at least they're still working hard. I like a team that never quits.
Here's the offensive production statistics, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Northwestern lines up with a shotgun set. They go with a run, with the spin. Black with a takedown at the 31. A little laundry on the field, and we'll find out whose it is.
Holding on the offense. 10 yards.
It's about time they called him for holding. He's been holding on to jerseys all game.
Scooter, these refs could probably call holding on every play if they wanted to. These guys get away with a lot.
From their own 14-yard line. 1st down. Northwestern sets up with 4 receivers. Can't wrap him up. He's still going. At the point. Across midfield. He's all the way down to the 43. What are your thoughts on this guy, Kirk?
This defense is getting beat up physically out there, guys. I'm questioning whether or not these players are going to have what it takes to finish the game.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line. The Wildcats come out in a two tight end set. Gets the toss. And he breaks another. Unbelievable. The 10. I'm pretty sure they won't win it, but they haven't quit yet.
This kid is sensational. That makes 5 touchdowns. I'm going to have to use my other hand to count if he keeps it up, Kirk.
Just don't take your shoes off, Kirk.
Now they'll try to tack on the extra point. And he adds the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Looks like they're ready for the kick. He kicks it off. Robinson takes it from the 6. The offense ready to go again. And their last drive ended with 3 points. Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Johnson lines up in the shotgun. Brought down at the 33-yard line. He got what he could, and it wasn't much. Second and 9. Kane come out in the ace formation. Looks to pass. He delivers. They can't connect. Incomplete. That one was thrown in the direction of the tight end.
And as a coach, you hate to see the perfect play call wasted because of poor execution. Either the quarterback just overshot.
Third and 9.
From their own 33-yard line. Third down. The Hurricanes line up with a single set backfield. Johnson drop back to pass. Brought down with only one man to beat.
Good job of attacking the coverage to keep the drive alive.
That was a great looking pass to move the sticks on third down.
First down. Miami goes to the ace set here. Drops back to pass. It's complete. And they finally knock him out at 25. What a play.
What a play is right. Here they throw the ball to the tight end, and the big guy shows that he's valuable not only as a blocker, but as a receiver as well. Nice catch.
First to line up at the 25. It's first down. Johnson with 3 wide receivers. Moves up in the pocket. Flips it. Oh, he had a shot at the pick. And that was a good defensive play.
Yeah, guys, this is because he's in great position to make the play.
That'll bring up second down. From the 25-yard line. It's second down and 10 to go. From the gun. They hand it off again. Kelly lost the ball. The offense is lucky to retain possession after that. fumble.
The coach can't be happy with the way the running back is carrying the football.
The offense faces another third down as they line it up.
27-yard line.
Miami lines up in a shotgun set. He got to throw it in a hurry. They brought heat from the corner that time.
Yes, they did, and as you saw, they come up with a spectacular defensive play right there.
It's fourth down, and the kicker's on to try this 49-yarder. They're already up big, and this could make the lead bigger. He gets it up, and it's long enough, and he got it. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac sub-race. Miami gets set to kick this one away. Kicks off. Wheeler fields it at the two. Bounces off and would be tackled. Guys, what do you think about this situation?
Hopefully we'll see the offense move this ball up the field a little bit.
Yeah, Coach, they really haven't had too much success today. But this is an opportunity for them to get their team back on track and build some confidence going into the next game.
Northwestern comes out in the shotgun. Humphrey to the air on first down. And it's caught. They'll bring him down at the 24-yard line. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. From their own 24-yard line. Second down. Northwestern lines up in a shotgun set. Humphrey on the option. And he is drilled at the 35. Humphrey is walking off the field now, and the trainers are going to have a close look at him.
Some coaches want to say mind over matter, but if you're hurt, you're hurt. Simple as that. Nothing you can do about it.
First down, 10 to go.
On the 35-yard line.
35. Miro lines up with four wideouts. They give to the tailback. He jukes him. He might have a chance. And down he goes at the 42-yard line. He picked up big yardage on that run.
Oh, this is great blocking up front. Nice job of holding on to their blocks, allowing him to break through for some big yards.
First down, 10 yards to go.
On the 42.
Miro hands it off. Washington brings him down at the 36. A good 6 yards there by the fullback. The Wildcats come out in the ace formation. Miro with the give. A little juke. Cook with the tackle at the 30. So with that run, they pick up another first.
It's a nice job again up front by the offensive line. They're doing a good job of neutralizing the defensive front, and it's allowed them to move the ball down the field.
First down, 10 to go.
On the 30-yard
line. This defense is in the dime. Again with the run. He's hit and got away. They can't hang on to him. What a run. Tackle 14. That one goes for a big, big first down.
You know, every time you run the ball successfully like that, that defense starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go to the air, my friend. Over the top.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice red zone, when performance matters most. He looks to throw on first down. Surveys the field. He's going right, and it falls incomplete. Looks like he forced the throw there, guys.
Yeah, you got to be careful when throwing into the end zone because you don't want to lose a shot. It's important.
No question, Coach. He got lucky. Nobody was there to pick it off.
Second down and 10 to go. Flips it left. Carter tackles it behind the line for a loss on the play. Loss of 2 on the run by the halfback. We've got 3rd and 12. Ball on the 16. Northwestern in a 5-wide set. Drops back to pass. Looks. He's under pressure. Sack for a loss at the 21-yard line.
Man, did you ever get hit that hard, Kirk?
You bet. I just cringe when I see hits like that on the quarterback. It's a lot safer up here in the booth, that's for sure.
It's 4th down, and the field goal team is out to try this 38-yarder. The kick is up, and it's right down the middle. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Northwestern lined up an onside kick formation. Here goes nothing. That'll be enough to put this one away.
Yeah, but give them credit. They played hard today. They just didn't catch the lucky breaks they needed.
Excellent field position to start the drive.
1st and 10.
The game line up with trips left. Tackle at the 36-yard line. That's a 3-yard pickup. From the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Miami comes to the line with 3 wide. It goes straight to the back. Davis with a takedown at the 23-yard line.
And remember one thing that this coach said. They will force it down this defense's throat until they prove that they can stop it.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coke. Miami comes out with 2 tight ends. They'll go with the run once again.
This safety does everything you ask of him. He can come up and play the run or drop deep into his zone and stop the pass.
And right there, I think he was looking for the run the whole way because he got in the backfield in a hurry.
Second and 10.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
6 DBs in the lineup. And they'll run him again. Little tackles him at the 22-yard line. Kelly picks up a yard on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down. Third down, 9 to go.
Ball on the 22-yard
Ball on the 22-yard line. Johnson is back in the gun. And he's tackled at the 20-yard line. It's picked up. Little shake and bake move. Too little, too late, guys.
Oh, yeah. No chance these guys are coming back.
Yeah, but at least these guys are still playing hard. You do got to give them some credit for that.
The offense will start at the 19.
Take over at the 19-yard line. First and 10.
They finally benched their quarterback, and the backup's in now. On the ground with the tailback. That's a great tackle at the 30-yard line. What a run.
Here they give it to the tailback and a little misdirection play, and you can see the athleticism and the ability to make guys miss. Nice play.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers brought to you by Coke. Northwestern goes with the ace set here. Arnold takes a pitch. And he's going to throw. Got his man on the run. The 50. He's all the way down to the 41.
Yo, how in the heck do you defend that?
I'll tell you, when a defense sees a play like that, they know he can run or pass, so they have to defend a lot of things. And that's why trick plays can lead to a huge game.
They're going to flag the celebration there.
Personal foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
First and long.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
One man backfield. Arnold up the gut. Sheds a tackler. Here he goes. To the 10. I'm pretty sure they won't win it, but they haven't quit yet. And guys, in the blink of an eye, he was gone.
Yo, you're going to need an army to stop this kid, Kirk. Woo!
You said, Coach, this guy has some serious speed.
Here's the try for the extra point. He makes the PAT. So with less than a minute to go in the fourth quarter, the score is Miami 96, Northwestern 60. Northwestern
is
lined up for the
with
onside
kickball.
kick. Here goes. They don't get the onside, and that should be enough to seal the deal.
That's right. Seal it up, sweetheart. This one is over.
We have our Coca-Cola players of the game, and it's really no surprise. Congratulations. Kelly is the deep back as they line up in the I. A loss on that one as he couldn't get past those big linemen.
You got that right. They sacrificed their bodies in there and stuffed him.
From the 44-yard line.
Ball on the
Second down and 10 to
44-yard
go. The Wildcats line up in a 3-4. Gets the carry. Andrew with the tackle at the 44-yard line. And the fullback plows ahead for maybe a yard. And this ball game's over. Coach, what's your final thought on the game?
I can't say enough about this performance. Miami, excellent game out there, dominating on both sides of the ball. They got to feel pretty good after blowing out a team like this.
Folks, it's been a lot of fun, and I hope you can join us again next time. Our final score on this one, Miami 96, Northwestern 60. From our family here at EA Sports, along with Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso, Brad Nessler thanking you for playing, and we'll see you next time.